At the beginning of this story, a boy is shown who has just regained consciousness. He is inside a lift, and this lift is going up very fast. He knows nothing about where he is, where the lift is going. And then the lift stops. From above, some boys of his age open a lid and pull him out of the lift. He doesn't understand anything about where he is, so he starts running. And while running, he falls down. And when he gets up and looks, there are high walls on all four sides. These walls are completely smooth. Climbing them is almost entirely impossible. After this, he is put into a wooden cage. Here a boy comes to him. He says, "My name is Albie, so don't try to run away from here." And he also asks him his name. But he remembers nothing about himself, about his name. He says, "Don't worry, everything will be fine in 2 days." Whoever new comes here, the same thing happens with him. He also asks, "What kind of place is this?" Albie takes him along outside. He says, "We grow food grains here, we live here, we sleep here, and whatever things we need come in a box, in the same box in which you were sent. Someone or the other comes with it." This boy saw the high walls, between them a path. The path is called the maze. Albie told him here, keep 3 things in mind. Don't waste your time. Get to work. Second, never hurt anyone. And third, never go to the other side of that wall. But he wants to know what is there between the walls, in the path, the maze. When he starts walking towards the maze, and among them, there is another kid. He tries to stop him, says, "You are not allowed to go inside, even us." While they are arguing, 2 boys came out from inside the maze. Kid tell him that they are not like us, these are runner and they can go inside maze. "What you said?" maze boy asked. "I didn't say anything like that." And after this, he starts going inside. But just then Albie comes there and stops him from going inside. But he wants to go inside. And before he can go inside, the path that is there starts closing on itself. Actually, this is a kind of door connected to a machine. And on top, the machine's gears and motors start spinning. And within a few moments, these 2 walls join together and completely close. And at night, all the people here eat, drink, and dance. And the boy who came here for the first time today, who still can't remember his name, a boy comes to him and shows him some boys. They are all runners. Every morning they run inside the maze to find a way out from here. And they have been doing this for the last 2-3 years. But so far they haven't succeeded. They are all very strong, different from us. And if any runner gets trapped inside the maze and doesn't come back before evening, then no one ever sees him again. And while he is saying all this, a strange sound starts coming. And he tells him, "The sound you're hearing, actually inside the maze, the paths are changing. Every night the whole maze changes. And these are the same people who trapped us here." He goes to the place where the runners live. And among them one whose name is Gally. He says something to the boy, and a competition happens between them. During the competition, Gally pushes the lone boy to the ground. And here we come to know that his name was Thomas. Everyone feels happy. Next day, when they are working, Thomas asked to other boys, did someone there had tried to climb the wall. He has been told that they did, but they failed. No one has been able to reach up there. That's why no one tries now. Then he asks, that lift I came with, did anyone try to use that lift to go out? He is being told that whenever someone sits in that lift, it only comes up, it never goes down. We have tried all the paths here, but there is only one way out from here, and that is maze. Now Thomas is sent to fetch fertilizer, because here fruits, vegetables, everything is grown. And when Thomas goes to get the fertilizer, there one of the boys, a character who had gone inside the maze a day earlier, attacks Thomas. He wants to kill him. Thomas somehow runs out from there, but he attacks Thomas again. But now everyone gathers there. Albie, who is the leader of all of them, also comes there. And they all catch that boy. They say, "Lift his shirt." And when his shirt is lifted, there is a sting mark on his body. They say, "Put him in the pit." And here we understand one thing. There is something inside the maze that is very dangerous. Thomas, sitting with Albie, asks him in his own style, "When he attacked you, did he say something to you?" Thomas tells him, "He said to me, 'I saw you. All this is your fault.' 'How can all this be my fault?' Albie says, "Because of the infection, he was saying anything." And in the evening, when the maze doors are about to close, everyone gathers in front of the door. And the one who was stung is forcibly sent inside the maze, because now he cannot be saved. There is no cure for his illness. He tries to convince everyone that I will become fine. But everyone knows that there is no treatment for this. And they have lost their runners have a lot of importance here because they are the ones who go inside the maze and only they can find the way out. However, in 3 years they have not been able to do so. And the next day, Albie also goes inside the maze. Although he is not a runner, he hasn't done this before today. But he has responsibility now. Actually, Albie is the person who came here first. Every month one boy is sent here. And when Albie was sent here, there was no one here. He stayed all alone here for a whole month. And after that, when humans were sent here one by one, he created an entire separate world for everyone here. And Albie is inside the maze and evening falls. But Albie and the runner with him do not return. Everyone becomes very worried. And the maze doors start closing. But before the doors close completely, there is Albie and Minho reach there. But Albie's health is very bad, and Minho is trying to drag him out. But now the doors are about to close, and these two cannot come to this side of the door. Thomas goes inside the maze to help them, and as soon as he reaches inside the maze, the walls completely join together. And now these three are trapped inside the maze. Here, Albie's condition becomes very bad because he was stung. And just then they hear a terrifying sound. And this sound is of that creature that stung Albie. Runner says, if we don't get out of here, then we will also die. But Thomas doesn't want to leave. And on the wall in front, there are very large plants. Thomas try to hang Albie there, and Thomas also hide inside that plant that is on the wall. But by then the creature arrives there, and Thomas's move becomes very dangerous. The creature sees him. They are being called Griever. When they stung, it's impossible to survive, and here the maze starts changing again. Completely changed its path. And the one he meets on the path, he challenges it and runs through the path. The creature chases him. And just then the walls close. Morning is shown where everyone stands in front of the maze. But everyone is fully sure that these two cannot come out from here now because no runner has survived inside the maze for a full night till today. Stopping for one night means death. But the next morning, all three of them come out. Although Albie's condition is very bad, he is unconscious, but he is still breathing. Although Thomas saved Albie's life, but here there is a boy named Gally, and he is not at all happy with Thomas's action because he broke the rule. No one can go inside the maze without permission, and he says we must punish him. And just then a siren rings. And this siren is of that same elevator from which someone or the other is sent here every month. And when they reach there, everyone is shocked because for the first time a girl has been sent here. And when that girl regains consciousness, the name on her lips is Thomas. He says Thomas and lose consciousness. She also has a note with her, in which it is written that this is the last one. After this, no one will be sent here. Thomas doesn't know this girl because before sending anyone here, all their past memories are erased. That's why none of the children here remember anything about their past. Now Thomas wants to go inside the maze once again. He says, I want to see the Griever that got crushed between the wall at night. I want to see what it is. Thomas, Minho, and some children reach there, and they see that inside the Griever's body there is a device, on which some numbers are written. And these numbers are the same numbers that are on the boxes. From this box, all of them are sent here one by one. That means the people who sent them here, those people also created this creature called Griever. They take this device and come outside. And after coming outside, they also make Thomas a runner because only runners can go inside this maze. Here, a boy named Gally doesn't agree. He doesn't want Thomas to be made a runner. But Thomas can now go inside the maze anytime. The next morning, Minho, who is a runner, takes the Thomas inside the cottage. No one else is allowed to come and go here. And he shows Thomas the map of the maze there. He says, in the last 2-3 years we have searched every inch of this place, and in between we have made a map here. But we don't see any way out. And I had forbidden anyone from telling this, because he didn't want them to lose the hope of getting out from here, which is in everyone's hearts, should break. But now, from the Griever found inside, we got a device on which the number 7 is written. Actually, inside the maze there are different blocks from 1 to 8. And every night a new block opens, because of which the maze path completely changes. And number 7 on this device means the griever we killed tonight came from block number 7. That means if it came from inside there, then the way out is there. He says we both will go there. Then here a boy comes and says that the girl has regained consciousness. Thomas goes to the hut where the girl is. Actually, she is not letting anyone near her. Thomas calms her down and asks her name. But she also doesn't remember anything. Although after regaining consciousness she had taken Thomas's name, but she doesn't know him. Thomas tells him, I get dreams at night and I have seen you many times in my dreams. Initially it seemed that they were his memories, but they weren't her past, but memories. This girl, whose name is Teresa, says to Thomas, there were 2 syringes in my pocket, and she gives those syringes to Thomas. And on them is written WCKD. And the device they got from inside the creature's stomach also had WCKD written on it. That means the people who built this place, the people who created the griever, they have sent the syringe here too. And he takes the syringe and goes to Albie. Albie's condition is very bad. He is about to die. That's why Thomas says, we should inject this medicine, about which nothing is known, into Albie's body. And while he is doing this, Albie attacks him. He says, go away from here. And meanwhile, the girl with them, Teresa, snatches that syringe from his hand and injects it into Albie's body, after which he becomes completely calm. That means the medicine is working, he is getting better. The next morning, Thomas and Minho go inside the labyrinth. And when they reach near block number 7, the device they have, which is from the creature's stomach, starts beeping louder. So maybe it is trying to show us the path. And they start moving forward according to it. But a wall comes in front, the path is finished. And just then the device they have, when its light turns red and becomes green, the wall opens a new path. They have reached here for the first time. And when they go inside, they see another path open, and a light comes from there. The scanning light scans these 2. The computer comes to know that it's not a grievers but humans. And the doors start closing because if they don't leave from here, they will get trapped and die. Here the whole maze changes very fast. But somehow they come out and tell everyone that we have found a new way out. And they think grieves go there during the day. That is the only way to go out from maze, they think. And now Albie has become completely fine. And when they all go to him, Thomas says, we can get out from here, we have found a new way. Albie says to him, no one can escape from here, I remember everything, now you are the one of them who send us here. In fact, whenever the creature stings someone, some of the memories return. That's why Albie knows everything. But before Albie can say anything more, a boy comes here and says, today the doors have not closed and it has become dark. That means now grievers can come here too. All of them go outside and a griever attacks them, kills many of them. And when everyone is hiding inside a cave inside a thing, it takes Albie along with it. Albie is also dead now. But during this, these people cut off a stinger of the griever, which is like a syringe. And Thomas wants to know what his past is, he wants his memories back. That's why he wounds himself with that syringe. And as soon as its liquid goes inside his body, he remembers his past. And the next morning when he wakes up, he is in a hut where that girl named Teresa is also with him. Actually, there is a boy here named Gally, and he doesn't like Thomas at all. And he is sure Thomas is also part of that team of people who trapped them here. And Thomas is a danger to all their lives. Thomas tells Teresa and Minho this is not a trap thing, but it's a kind of test. And this has been going on since we were very young. Those people used to do science experiments on us. And then one by one, everyone started disappearing. Actually, they were being sent here. Me and Teresa also used to work with those people. Minho asks, then why were you sent here? He says, I know nothing about this. Teresa is also surprised to hear that all that happened here today is because of them. But still Minho and some children are with Thomas. Minho tells Thomas, finish the work that you started. Because if Albie was alive, he would also want the same. But now after Albie's death, the new leader here is Gally. Gally doesn't like Thomas at all. That's why he wants to kill Teresa. But the other children support him and they stop him from doing so. Thomas says, we are leaving from here. We have the last chance. If you want to come with us, come. But Gally and some of his friends don't go with them. Thomas, Teresa, Minho, and many people have already gone inside the maze because they want to leave from there, from where they had found the new path. And when they reach there are many grievers there. They attack them. Slowly moving forward, they reach a door. To open it, they need a code which they don't know. And then Thomas tells Minho this whole maze has 8 blocks and they open in a sequence. He asks Minho for that sequence. And when that sequence is dialed there, this door opens. And the grievers coming towards them get crushed under the wall. And they reach a dark room. And the very next moment another door opens. And they come out through this door. And here lights start turning on. And above a door is written exit. And seeing this, everyone becomes happy. And when they go inside that door, they see debris scattered all around. And they reach inside a science lab where there are very big machines. And there, on a machine, there is a fingerprint mark. And when Thomas puts his finger on that fingerprint, a lady appears on the screen. She says, if you are watching this video, it means you have completed trial 1, which is the maze trial. Whatever we have done with you, you will have a lot of anger inside. But there is a reason for all this. Maybe you won't remember, but the sun's heat scorched our world. Millions of people died. But this sequence didn't end here. After this, a dangerous virus came in this world which attacked people's brains. People became violent, went out of control. And there was no cure for this. And then we saw a ray of light in the darkness. We tried to find its cure, but all this was not so easy. The new generation had to go through many tests. They had to face difficult situations so that we could read their minds. And here you understand that this is part of that experiment in which, from the brain, a cure for that virus is being searched. The doctor says you will have many doubts in your mind, but soon all your doubts will be cleared. This is the beginning of the test. It takes time. But we are very late. The outside world is waiting for you. And behind that doctor, it is shown that some people come there and kill all the doctors working there. And the doctor who was telling them everything, whose name is Dr. Ava Page, shoots herself. Everyone is shocked. And when they look behind, Dr. Ava Page's dead body is still lying at that same spot. That means not much time had passed since this incident. And this whole operating system from here, all the people inside it, meaning whoever was sent there, from here they were always watching them. And before they could think anything, Gally arrives there, who hadn't come inside the maze and had stayed behind. And he has a gun. He wants to kill Thomas, is out of control because the griever stung him. And after the griever stung him, he has gotten his memories back. And he knows that Thomas was part of the team, the organization that sent all of them to this place. When Thomas wounded himself with the griever's sting to remember his past, he becomes fine exactly because 1 syringe of the antidote was left and they have no cure for it. And Gally fires a bullet towards Thomas. But by then Minho kills Gally with his weapon. But when Gally fired at Thomas, a boy had come in front, who loves Thomas very much. His name is Chuck. And the bullet hits Chuck, and Chuck dies. Then some masked people come there with weapons in their hands. And they take all of them with them in a helicopter, away from this place. On the other side, Dr. Ava Page is shown, who had shot herself in the video. Many people are sitting in front of her. And she says to all of them, this trial of ours has been absolutely successful. There was no hope that so many people would survive. But the more who survive, the better for our purpose. And they are all now ready for the next challenge. But it will be too early to say that they are our coming hope, because there are still more challenges in front of them. That means this is phase 2, they have to go. And with this story, this film ends here. Although it leaves many incomplete questions that you will get to hear in the coming parts. This film was released in the year 2014. On IMDb, its rating is 6.8. The film's budget was $34 million, and at the box office, it earned $349 million. We hope that you liked this story. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to ScriptBlueprint.